everybody. Welcome back to Mike Homestead. So today I'm going to be working more on our field here, cutting some hay with the scythe. And I thought I'd bring you along and maybe show you a little bit of what I've learned over the last little while since I did that first video with it. Using a scythe is actually a lot easier than what was happening in that first video I did. You just need to learn how to do it properly, and a lot of that comes down to how you're holding it and how you're swinging it. So yeah, the goal is, you got to think of it like you're cutting a grass with a razor, basically. So you got to have the blade right on the ground, and then you're just swinging it. You're not putting a lot of force or strength behind it. And if your arms start to ache or hurt, then you're doing it wrong. If your hands, like I was having problems with my forearms, were starting to ache like hell. Well, part of the problem was I was gripping it too tight, and really you should have the handles just kind of floating in your hands. That's what I've learned by watching some real masters of it on YouTube here. And it's just, you can cut a huge swath in front of you at a time. It's only about an inch or two deep, but you pick up a lot of grass and you can actually make some pretty good time if you're doing it right. It's still a good cardio workout. I've been trying to do about an hour a day as I'm making progress through this field, when not being interrupted by other things like floods in the house and stuff. So these are, have made a lot of progress in the field out here, but we've made some, and I'm getting better at it, even just in a little bit we've done, as far as doing it quickly and efficiently. Getting better, as there are points where it was really difficult, where I'd be swinging and the grass literally right in front of me wouldn't be getting cut. And I realized what had happened is, with this mat of grass we have right down in the bottom of the underneath all the new growth from previous years, is it's catching the blade if you're not holding it right, and in turn that ended up actually bending the snap, the handle, so I didn't have the right angle. And once I figured that out, with what I know about how I'm supposed to be doing this, it got a whole lot easier, a whole lot quicker. I'm getting much better, more consistent cuts, a lot less roughness and missed patches on my backswing. So I'll go over a little bit about it, but right now I gotta rake up what I cut yesterday and just hang out here. Oh, it's supposed to be possibly a rainy day today. I got some company. I got the cows here saying hi. So I'm gonna get to work here, and hopefully you enjoy it, and I can teach you a few things about doing this if you want to do it yourself. So, see what I'm doing? I'm holding it with the blade on the ground, and it's just a matter of twist and twist, and just keep it on the ground. You're not going to damage the blade because it's angled up, so it will actually cut the grass as you swing it around. Might help if you have depending on your height and the length of your snaps, because they come in different lengths for different heights people. You might need to stand with the knees a little bent, and then it's just a matter of swing and try to get this hand right here pretty much in your back pocket, right? And swing and twist, and use your weight as a pendulum to kind of going from hip to hip to get it to cut properly. and it's just shuffle, step, swing, shuffle, step, swing. So I'm only cutting, about that much grass in each swing, but it's also covering a very wide area. It starts beside me and can come, once I get better at it, all the way around beside to the other side. But right now, as I'm learning, I'm still, it stops cutting for me right about here, and that's about as far as I can get, right? So I just position myself so I can just have the tail end of my swing just drop the grass on the side like this, and just here, and keep going. So once you hit it, it's really fun. So again, you don't clutch the handles, you just hold them lightly in your hand. This one's kind of pushing, this one's kind of pulling, and really you're just swinging back and forth. Think like a bored toddler, right? Swinging your arms back and forth, and that's how you get it going. All right, I'm gonna keep doing my my hour here, and I'll show you what it's like after I'm done. Alright, so I've got, about 2 rows done here today. It took me about an hour to do all the raking in those 2 rows. And so far I'm finding that's about as much as I can get done, just with my current fitness level. But it will be getting better the more I'm doing this consistently. A couple things I did want to mention is it's really important to make sure your blade stays sharp. That's why I've got the sharpening stone here, the whetstone, because that makes a difference. So if I'll stop once it starts getting harder to cut, then it's time to stop and take a breath and get your blade nice and sharp, and then make sure you're keeping it on the ground and not cutting too deep into the grass in front of you, because the weight will definitely make a difference. Also, just some of the benefits of doing this, besides the physical fitness aspect, it's also it's not adding anything to the carbon footprint of the farm. It's hard work, and it takes a while. It takes longer than it would with a machine, but it's something that I can do on my own. I can without it's cost me a couple $100 to get this, as opposed to getting a 6-figure tractor and cutter attachment, right? And it's also something that you can do no matter the state of the field, right? There are guys out there saying, well, their neighbor's having to wait until the ground is firm enough and not muddy and not covered in water for them to get out there and mow with their big heavy machinery. Meanwhile, he's out there cutting his grass in 6 inches of water and getting an extra 1 or 2 cuts a year over what they get with their heavy machinery. So there's that as well. So we can get out here and get it before it gets too hard and woody as the grass ages, and make sure you're getting good quality stuff that you're working with on the land yourself, that you're touching, you're feeling, you're not just sitting in a cab and mowing. So there's a lot of benefits for that, especially for a small time operation like ours. This is stuff I can feed my animals that it only cost me a couple $100 to make, or to make happen, and it was just for this one tool that will last for quite a while. I mean, the investment is already paid for itself just in the little bit of hay I've managed to get here. So there's the cost benefit. The only thing it takes is time, but it's something we have. And it's also, good for the fitness, good for the mental health as well. You can just sit here and go about it, get it done. And, it's almost kind of meditative at times when you're hitting your rhythm. So, yeah, if it's something you're interested in doing, like I said, I got this one from Lee Valley. I don't think I'd buy it again, knowing what I know now. I think I'd probably go to some place like, it's a website called One Scythe Revolution, where they have all sorts of different types, both metal and wooden. I'd probably go with a wooden one myself if I was to buy another one, and make sure you're getting the right type of blade too, because there are different blades for haying versus mowing grass, and for doing deep bushwhacking versus haying even. you know, where it's a shorter, heavier blade for doing, you know, some deep brush and that sort of thing. But it is something you can get and do if you want to put the muscle power into it. So yeah, like I said, I've worked up a bit of a sweat here today. It does definitely take, it's more cardio than it is muscle work. Like my arms are not sore right now. They are definitely tired. Like getting the end of the second row here, definitely, I definitely feel it. It does get more difficult. But anyway, I'm done now. It feels like the rain is just starting to start here, but I'm already wet. It was a nice cool day, great for doing this. So yeah, anyway, if it's something you're interested in, it's a fantastic way to do it. And like I said, I've seen guys who just mow their grass with things like this, just on YouTube. And you know, you have the right blade and treat it the right way and take proper care of it and maintain it properly. You can do that sort of thing, especially once you get the rhythm. I mean, my cutting still isn't perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. And you know, I'm happy with my progress so far. And this is what, maybe about 5 days of cutting that I've done in this section of the field here, just doing an hour a day. And it all hasn't been consistent either. Like I did like 2 or 3 days of it a couple of weeks ago, and now I've just gotten 2 days done where I've done, you know, these stretches here. And I'm getting far better at it just in that short amount of time, like just in that 5 hours that I've spent doing it. It's been you know, a little bit of time watching guys on YouTube, and once you start doing it and then you watch them again and there's more stuff you pick up. So anyway, look it up on how to do it. Justin Rhodes has gotten in touch with one of the guys who's very good at teaching this. And again, there's the guy who runs One Scythe Revolution. He also has you know, really deep instruction videos on how to do this. So definitely look it up if you're interested in doing it. Anyway, let us know what you think down below. If there's, you know, would this be something, again, you'd want to do? And would you be interested in picking it up and doing it even for your front lawn? Like, it's something you could do. It's a lot cheaper long term to do this than to run a mower and pay for the gas for it, especially in days like today, in times like this. So yeah, let us know down below what you think. All right, thanks for spending your time with me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something from it. And yeah, we'll keep plugging away here and getting jobs done and getting work done and getting better at doing this. And I hope you'll follow along with us. So thanks, and have a good day.